Bond. Daniel Bond. Here to save the scammers women from being captured. Thank you to Nicole and to Kevin for the suggestion here. We're about to witness the one and the true James Bond. So Idris Elba, somehow if you're watching this, one, step back, because don't worry, James Bond is covered now, and two, send me money.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. Today we speak to a man named Daniel from Minnesota. He's been in an online relationship with a woman named Valerie. The two have been planning to meet in person for over a year now. Daniel's had several run-ins with other scammers in the past and contacted us to make sure he doesn't make the same mistake with Valerie. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
I'm sorry, but that's just weird. Like, send me $5 and I'll come see you. Are you just...
What?
Lost your mind? At least, at least it didn't fall for that.
Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Go do
Your
that.
comment and like could help
But
stop
you
someone
already
from
are.
being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hi, Social Catfish. Hi, everyone. My name's Daniel, and I'm here because,
Hello.
well, I'm 46 years of age. I met someone actually online, and I really liked this person. Her name was Valerie Miller. She reached out to me. We actually met on a Facebook dating site, and she came across through my Instagram. Actually, we talked for a while. And we got to really get to know each other a bit. She told me a bit about herself, that she was apparently in the business and she wanted out. She was just looking for a proper person to start her life over with. Say up to the current state of affairs, we've been talking about a year. She was sweet, she was charming, she was really pretty, and I mean, she sent me photos of herself. I'd say she's
like
about
that.
5'6", but her hair is great when it's that lovely brown color. She's got a great smile with her teeth. I know they've been whitened and everything, but
As opposed to a great smile with your asshole? What was that about? Of course the teeth is part of the smile. Oh, we're very much on the border of being creepy once again. Come on, guys, get a grip.
I know they've been whitened and everything, but it's really adorable, and she's got that cute nose and lovely dimples in her cheeks and stuff like that, and she's got great shoulders. And the nice part about it is for me is that the long hair compilates and accents the face and brings out the eyes with the glasses and the shoulders and stuff, and it all comes together like a wonderful puzzle and stuff like that. She's got amazing cleavage as well, but
Daniel
Was just about to say he might as well just come out and say she's got magnificent tits at this rate. Get a f***ing grip of your... Can we look here, by the way? I've rewinded it a bit. Man is probably looking at her and describing every single detail about her. You man who do this, I'm sorry, but I can't feel sympathy for you, because you're treating... Of course, it's not the actual person in the picture, right? But you're treating whoever, the actual person whose pictures these are, you're treating them like a piece of meat. Stop it!
But,
Daniel was willing to do anything to make his relationship work with Valerie.
bet
He's
he
had
was.
a lot of bad luck in his past relationships.
high school, didn't really have anybody until I went to college. Had one girlfriend there. That didn't last long. Only about not even a month. Had another serious girlfriend, lasted a couple of months, and then she left me for my roommate. And that has a lot of fallout for that.
Daniel was even married for 6 years at one point.
And we had a decent life until 2014. My wife became physically, verbally, sexually, and emotionally abusive towards me. I joined a counseling group. I went through it for the assault. I went through it for the divorce. And I went through it for just finding out who I was, where I was at. My internet dating history, it's been really, really crappy. A lot of people asking for money, a lot of people asking for this, for food. I mean, I've had people try to rip me off for $5 before.
Daniel was not new to scammers. He's had encounters in the past. He's even been warned by the FBI to not send any more money to people online.
I'm a chef by occupation, and we discussed a lot of culinary works because she enjoyed tinkering around with a lot with food and stuff. So we talked about a lot of pizzas and flavorings and toppings and stuff like that, along with different flavorings of sauces and things like that. So a lot of food shop talk, you know.
Nice.
And we were discussing the latest,
she is as well, huh?
you know, latest games coming up ahead. You know, there was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands that just dropped off. We were just discussing a lot about that, looking forward to that. We did have a few of the same hobbies of the science fiction and fantasy aspect, role-playing.
Fantasy. From the man in love with Valerie.
Shut the up!
The whole science fiction fantasy genres. Then plus the main thing of it is honestly was her smile was very captivating along with her glasses and her hairstyle. It was very very lovely and very intoxicating, I guess you could say. Plus, not only that too, the depth of the conversations, the tender moments, you know, the strong building of getting to really know each other. I'm the type of person, and their occupation doesn't scare me either.
Valerie claims she worked for a company that facilitated paid dates. It was basically for companionships. You guys know what it means.
Yeah.
She wanted out of this line of work, and Daniel was willing to help her.
Most people would say, well, yeah, if you're going to date somebody like that, you don't have any self-respect. To me, I have a lot of great self-respect. People say, well, you can't make a wife out of a 304. I actually don't believe that. I actually believe you can if she actually wants to. That life goes on, but it only goes on so long. And then it's going to deteriorate and go away. Because when they get older, the signs of age show up, and after that, one day they're like, we're not renewing your contract.
After a few weeks of communication through chats, Valerie needed money. She wanted to start a new chapter and leave this company.
Really came off as a really wonderful, genuine person. But then she started needing money, of course, to help her get through while she was waiting to go claim her winnings from Fusion Dance Company. She claimed she needed $350 to go down and claim it. Fortunately, when she got down there, she said there was a bunch of forms that she needed to fill out to apply and go ahead and get paid. A bunch of documentation, and it was going to be a lengthy process.
Ah, yes. The famous dance competition that takes vanilla gift cards as payment. You have vanilla for brains here, Mr. Daniel. Vanilla for brains.
She got the information that she needed, but she came back, and then she said she had to go back, and then, of course, there was going to be another trip down there, which she needed, of course, again, another $350. I sent Valerie even a birthday card because her birthday was March 7th is what she told me.
Right.
You know, just said I love you and everything like that. I sent it to her through, you know, my phone, took a video and everything.
Looks
like that,
at,
sent it
you
to
know,
her. So
looks
made
at
her day,
shit.
you know, and I also did that for Valentine's Day. I kept helping her survive by giving her bits of $100 here, $100 there to keep her going. Food, keeping her phone running.
Of course.
Catching up on the power bill.
Yep, sure.
Menstrual medicine.
Right.
Transportation going to Florida.
Me.
The problem is I wasn't getting really many phone calls. She had given me a phone number. I called it.
Oh, what's going on? Hello?
Is Valerie there? Are you related to her or anything like that? He's like,
No, man, you called here a bunch of times. There's nobody here by that name. Please stop calling my phone.
That's just Drew.
I said, well, that's odd. I called, and she said, yeah, well, my number got disconnected because I didn't pay my bill.
What the hell are you talking about? He's sending you money for the bill, so how is your bill not paid? And once again, I swear to you that was Drew who did that. So, is Drew involved? Is that the twist here?
So my number changed, and this is my new one. And I'm like, okay. So I called that again, and she's like, only way I communicate now is texting. I'm trying to keep my build sheet. My phone is old and crappy, so I don't video chat much. And I was like, yeah, but I'd like to see you. And she just kept sending photos. I wanted a video chat.
Sorry.
Because the problem is with me is I insisted.
Shut the hell up right now. Let's look at this picture right here, yeah? Let's look at this home, supposedly. right? I'm sorry, but how is any of this being paid for? How is the phone in your hand a crappy phone that can't video chat? It's got, 3 cameras? There's 2 there, you dumbass. There's 2. Yes, Daniel, honestly, nothing gets over your eyes.
I meet anyone now, I've been through so much crap, I demand a video chat.
Whoa! Sorry, I'm just allergic to the absolute bullshit that came out of your mouth right there. Allergic, by the way. It's allergic, but because it's online, it's allergic. I cannot... Look, I understand you went through some very traumatic experiences, but to demand someone video chats with you... Sorry, we're crossing serious boundaries right now.
Daniel never video chatted Valerie. They never talked on the phone either. Yet he still felt the need to help her. Valerie told Daniel that she planned to quit her job, but needed to talk to the company's CFO in Florida.
It was about $300 because we were getting ready to get everything all set up for her to make the big transition. I had sent her $300 for the transition.
What's this for?
It was all going to be ready. She wanted 6. I figured out everything. We'd actually be able to do it on 3. But she said because of her having to get to the airport and everything like that and miscellaneous costs, she probably wanted more like 4.
Miscellaneous costs.
We pretty much set it up for like $400, so that way she'd be able to, get in there, get a one-way flight, and get the heck out of there. Because I didn't want any strings to come up or anything or any additional surprises. So that was done through, cash advances, pulling some stuff off of there and stuff. And then I just sent it over that way. With everything that she had asked for and accumulated and everything that I had sent, I'd say it was about $5,000.
Valerie finally made it to Florida.
Oh.
She texted Daniel right away. She was off the plane and getting ready to approach her boss.
She said she went down to Florida to see the CFO, and she made pretty much she said they pretty much pulled a gun out and said, "You've been paid, now get out." I told her, "You go down there, you get what you need, and you get away from this asshole because I don't trust him, and you shouldn't either."
Oh, that's incredible advice, Mr. Daniel. The person who's holding a gun to her and not letting her leave, just get away. I don't trust him. Neither should you. Just get away.
Happened is that I was going to be paid back by Mr. Brian Williams. So he started putting payments into my account, and then the payments on my card went bad.
Daniel's account was negative. He thought the transfers from Brian Williams were real, so his account was left with fees and interest that he had to pay back.
And that came out to be like $4,200, and then with everything else between that and stuff and everything I sent for her to get ready to come here and everything, that accumulates about to $5,000. So I got a bill that I knew was coming for $4,200 and some odd change. Well, I knew it was going to be due in 30 days. And if that comes, that was going to be over the limit fees. That was going to be more fees on bad payments and everything like that. And it was just going to snowball. So what I did is I went into my retirement. I actually borrowed from that and forwarded it all into that account and cleaned that bill up.
At this point, Daniel's relationship was going downhill. He was feeling that he would never meet Valerie in person. To top it off, he was about to be hit with the truth.
I came home that day and I got an email from Social Catfish saying that their latest new hot scammers were out for the month. And I looked, and the person I was interested in was 4th out of the top 10 worst scammers that were going around right now on the market. What do I do? What the heck is going on? And at that point, I froze. And I can tell you right then and there that saved me a painful decision and a hefty financial one right there.
Wait a second here, once again. For the love of everything that's holy in this world, someone answer me this question. If you know catfish exists, why are you doing this then? Now I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he saw this after he'd been catfished. But even then, just...
There. We release a blog on the top use faces in romance scams. If you're interested in these types of updates, you can head over to our website, socialcatfish.com, and sign up for the blog. It's simple. Scroll all the way to the bottom of our homepage. Then type in your email. Next, click subscribe. You'll receive all of our blog updates, plus tips and tricks to help weed out scammers.
Then I had a friend of mine check on some stuff for me, and apparently it found out that this person worked for Cam Soda, apparently, and that this person was a Playboy model. And I was like, does she know me? Does she not know me? Is it the real person or is it not? I seriously felt really deep for this person, and I really cared, and I was hoping for a future because we were talking about meeting each other and setting things up about having a life together and really moving forward to have a positive, wonderful future together. Do I believe I've been talking to the real person? I would really love to hope and believe it. And I mean, they've asked for more funds, which I have not sent because I can't. I'm not going to send them to somebody who's fake. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I know someone's fake, then I can't do it.
When our team finished watching this video, Daniel sounded like someone who had mostly figured it out.
I don't care about anything that was just said there. You tell me you look at Drew right there, and you tell me Drew doesn't look like one hunk of beef right now. Fair play, Drew. Glasses, incredible. The beard. Whoa! Looking good, my man. Get me there so we can collab or something, please.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I can't even pick up a gift card anymore. I can't even look at them anymore. Can't even pick them up anymore. I look at them and I'm like,
We decided to help other victims, but we plan to eventually circle back and meet Daniel. A couple of months later, we got news that Daniel had sent even more money to Valerie.
Yeah, because he's
She's
been so long.
currently asking me for $200 because she said if she gets that, then she'll be able to get the test, send it to her lawyer, prove everything, and then she said she'll be able to come here and everything will be happy and she'll be out of New York.
This was a
Do you know what? I take what I said back about giving you the benefit of the doubt, because you sent the video and then couple months later you are still in contact with this person. So you know what, Mr. James Daniel Bond, I don't care about you.
This was a problem and we needed to stop it.
Okay,
Hold on, guys. We'll be right back after this quick message from our sponsors. If you're looking to find the identity of your online lover, you can start with the tools on our site, socialcatfish.com.
This is how you know
you can
this
click
is an
this
older
YouTube
episode.
card or click the link in our bio. Just hitting like, comment, and subscribe helps us build more tools out for you to use in the future. It was time to sit down with Daniel and reveal everything that we found, and also figure out why he's still sending money to Valerie.
Hey Daniel, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
What's he doing? Cracking a peanut or something.
I gotta admit, I'm eager to find out what you guys found out.
You mentioned that you were highly suspicious about that relationship and you almost felt like it was likely a scammer, which is why we were surprised to see that you had sent her lawyer money as of last week. We took that lawyer contact information that you'd sent over to us for Ben Douglas, and we ran the phone search through our tools, and what we had found was that that particular phone number had a very high fraud score. So what that means is this phone number was most likely being used just for scamming people. We also searched Ben Douglas's email. I couldn't find any records throughout any of our tools that we used, which rose a red flag for me personally.
Sorry, stop right fucking there. Ben Lawyer with 5 2s at gmail.com. Really? 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 I'm sorry if this bursts anyone's bubble, but if your lawyer or anyone's lawyer that you are contacting, their email looks like this, it might be time to find someone else for a lawyer, okay? Hire me. I do better than someone with lawyer in their email. And now, as we speak, someone is typing the email of an actual lawyer that has lawyer in it. Look, I'm just saying, it looks weird. It's like, you know, if I worked at Subway and for some reason, I had a personal email, and my email was Mr. BMT 12-inch Subway at AOL.com. You know? There's something in there that's true. Can you guess what it is? It's the Mr. There's no BMT, there's no big man thing here, and there definitely isn't 12-inch.
Being an attorney, a lawyer, you would have to be certified. So we weren't able to find any of that information. Then we also searched him as an attorney actively working in New York. There were no records. What this tells us is that this is most likely a person scamming you.
We wanted to vet, and make sure that this person was who we thought it was, which was Sabrina Nicole. We did a little bit of digging, and we found a site. It's called Linktree. We were able to pull all of Sabrina Nicole's profiles that she had across the
600K
internet.
followers.
We found that none of those Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, all of those accounts are fake, and it's because she is one of the most used faces in romance scams. She has thousands and thousands of fake profiles all across the internet. You were talking to a scammer on each one of those fake profiles.
Obviously, I don't know how it would feel to be catfished in the sense of someone using my pictures, because if you use this to get in a relationship with someone, good luck in the first place. But that must be insane to see so many fake profiles of yourself. Like, I could never imagine we rarely hear the other side of the person who's had their pictures stolen. It must be difficult AF, like people in your DM saying, oh, you owe me this much money, you scammed me, blah blah blah. That's crazy.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
So
that
the
sounds
next
like a
thing
man who's in pain.
That takes me to is the tracker. We've covered our tracker a few times on other episodes. For those that don't know about the tracker, we send a link
Look at the
to
camera,
Daniel. Daniel sends the link to the scammer, and it kind of looks like he's going to send them money.
Yep.
They click the link thinking that they're going to claim a gift card. We're able to get their IP address. Valerie clicked the link that came back to Lagos, Nigeria.
Well, what's going on in my mind is disappointment. And also I should have known better. And yep.
That's it.
Life is out there kicking me in the teeth again, but that's okay.
But it happens.
I don't feel bad about it at all anymore because I've learned my lesson about it permanently for life.
And Daniel, how many times have you been scammed?
I'd say the attempts have probably been in the hundreds. I'd probably say it's probably been over a dozen, probably, of people just starting at small amounts. I'd probably say it could have been anywhere from 5 to up to maybe $500. I mean, the average amount that most people ask for is 50.
Stop right there, because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a dozen times, what the hell's wrong with me?
And I just got to the point where I was just like, I don't know you, so the answer is no. Because I would get people
that should be your first.
That would like hit me up. They'd be like, they'd talk to me for like a week. Sometimes they would talk to me for like 24 hours. Like
That's
I had
insane.
one last week. She talked to me and she's like, she's like, hey, and then she hit me. She asked me for $50 for groceries the next day. And I'm like, no, I don't even know you. Go away.
Yeah.
When Valerie was asking for gift cards,
The nerve.
And you were sending them for things like plane tickets and food and bills, what did she say that she was doing with the gift cards or why she wanted them?
Also, I know this is an older episode, so naturally as time has gone on, they've slowly phased out the calling of the relationship being real, in the sense that right now he's just said, what did you think she was doing with the money, and still using the name Valerie. Like, it's kind of phased out now, but back in this time, yeah, should not have been doing it.
Well, the initial was for her to survive until she got the contest money that she had
What
won.
does that even mean?
But that didn't raise like a red flag, maybe like, hey, like how are they paying for things with gift cards?
It didn't really raise a red flag until I got to the point where she had gone down and she hadn't gotten her funds. That, for me, after that, started raising the red flag.
You're giving away everything you have, and it also comes with a consequence. Just like when you gave all the money away, the bank tacked on all those fees, and it becomes more of your problem.
See, and for me, I actually over the past over a various time frame have been doing that. I've been withdrawing, not helping. I mean, over the last month, I think probably giving Valerie that last 100 was the last thing I've ever done. I haven't done it before then for weeks, and I've been cutting back, withdrawing, and cutting those people out of my life.
But Daniel, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kick the dead horse, but you literally just sent money last week. You got the blog post. You saw our blog post. You saw who
I
the
take
real
back
woman was.
the benefit of the
I just
doubt.
don't understand, what the disconnect is.
What you're asking is what cut the whole thing off?
What's driving you to believe something that you know is fake?
What was driving me, first of all, at the end
Horniness? Yep.
with Valerie the last time was
My dick is hard.
I gave my word, and I felt that I was obligated to do so. I wanted to see how far I'd honestly come, and that how much I honestly hated what I had done. And you know what? After I did it, I just seriously knew that there's no way I could do it again. I can't even really nowadays. I can't even touch a gift card at all. I can't even put one in my hands.
All of these scams.
I don't know why you're randomly going up and grabbing gift cards, but maybe that might be a fetish you need to look into. Maybe find someone else who likes to fondle Google Play cards. What a weird thing to say.
All of these scammers, they know that they can put this beautiful girl in front of you, create this fake profile, attach a sob story to the girl, and get money from you. Are you going to stop? Are you going to block all of these scammers that are trying to get money from you? Is this going to end?
Ever since pretty much this whole thing took place, yep, this is over.
You'd hope so.
So what we would like to do here is we'd like to review some of the accounts of other people that you're talking to online and verify these people for you.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and that's just something that we'd like to do here to help you out and kind of set you on the right path for the future.
Not a problem. I can send you my complete Hangouts and my complete WhatsApp lists.
Goodness.
Daniel sent us the list of women he was speaking to online.
Oh.
We found that all 16 of the women he was in communication with online were scammers. We informed Daniel, and he said this: "Online dating has burned me, but I'm going to still continue to date online."
I mean,
He also said that him sending money to the scammers was an addiction.
yes.
I considered it and took at it as, okay, you need to look at this from an addiction standpoint, because if you think about it, the way people are doing this kind of stuff to you, you are used to helping people. You're used to people when they ask for your help, to being there for people, because you've done that all your life.
I agree.
You're used to prioritizing other people's needs over your own.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish, everyone. Remember, new videos go out every Wednesday.
Oh,
If
I know.
you-
I know. So that was Daniel dipping into his 401k, which is now a 400k. He made a good point though. I really do believe that we need to look at these like addictions. I can sit here and say, you know, you're stupid and stuff, which in the most part you are stupid. But then if you say, as Daniel did, it's an addiction, surely you would seek support for this, no? Because even you found out that this person, their picture is being used to scam, and you still sent anyway. So whilst I can admit, yes, it is like an addiction, it is also you. You are supposed to be in control, so take some control. I can admire he didn't, you know, flip his shit and say, yeah, I knew this, so I didn't need your help like some of the others. But for the most part, once again, it's another man who very, very creepily, right? Being entirely honest, very creepily describes women as just objects. If we're being honest, I mean, look at Daniel, right? I'm not saying I'm God's gift to women, am I? But come on, Daniel, right? Let's rein it in right now. Pull the horse back in. It's galloping too fast, and realize these are not the type of people that realistically are going to be attracted to you. Okay, thank you. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that. Thank you again for the suggestion. Any more? Drop it down below. Like it's hot apple bottom jeans. I think I've said that every single time I've said drop it down below. Forgive me. Peace. And if you want to see actually the reverse of Daniel, because Daniel tried to help this woman escape the business, Mr. Tony did not. He wanted to buy this woman.